And we are as well. All players in the server, we are going to go live. Royal Arena, Astralis needs this victory.
Yes, indeed they do. So let's get this game underway. Astralis versus FaZe clan with absolutely everything on the line here. Home country for Astralis, playing in front of the home crowd. Of course they want to win, but FaZe, you saw them come alive at the end of that game against Cloud9. They were getting ready for it. They started the warm-up. Guardian was hitting incredible flick shots, and that's scary if you're on the Astralis team.
And Rain was playing lights out as well. I mean, that team towards the end of that opening match of the day from FaZe, that's one that you can see. They were tough to put away for Cloud9. That's going to mean a whole lot to them here. Ninth round finishing up. We'll see where this is going to head to. But that's exactly what you don't want if you're Astralis, is that FaZe team coming alive right before they're about to play you. Although you also have to say, there can't be slow starts. That's what really killed FaZe in that first map.
Yeah, really hard for them to come back and winning. I mean, they lost that second pistol round on the second half there, FaZe, and that kind of put the final nail in the coffin. You almost felt like, let's see if it's going to be different here. Astralis are a team that in the past, have had a lot of really cool pistol strats on this map in particular, especially on the CT side. They've had some cool ones on the T side as well. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing if they're going to come up with something really new and inventive here. I think that would be fun if we could get to see something like that.
Have they not, you know, invented enough cool things in the past?
No, we need a little bit more.
Need a little bit more.
They had that one pistol strategy where they pushed 3 people towards the B bomb site, and then they actually all 3 push out into the sewer area outside of the bomb site. And if they don't encounter anyone, then they continue through the stairwell, up the ladder, or up the stairs, and then they actually connect with the restrooms. So that's a fun way to run it. This time it's 3 on the other side, and they're all going to go into the connector bit. So game is alive now. Rain kind of ready for it, but there are a lot of people on the other side and only 2 people here from the FaZe side. That's not going to be easy to try and crunch this. Look how many people here. They're all peeking at the same time, and that shuts down Guardian and Rain.
So many bodies, not expecting that much resistance in stairs, and now it's Olaf. He's got to make a play. He's got to be the hero into the B bomb site. He's all alone. He hears the footsteps, the information, but the jump from Device doesn't allow him to solve any problems. Nico and Kerrigan to come rotate, but Glaive, the dagger in the back, he's coming in slowly, now picking up the pace. They won't be able to make it to the B bomb site. They're gonna get slowed down, and Glaive at least has them fooled.
Oh, he's gonna put up a smoke in front, jumps back with a C-75 headshot, drops the bomb, and Kerrigan, how did he do that? They could have turned around, taken him down. They would have had plenty of time to do something else. Device is gonna attack Nico as well, and he's out of the round. That one-shot headshot potential, the USP. And now Olafmeister, he has the bomb. It's pretty much all we can say as a positive thing going in his direction here. This won't be easy.
The only other positive is that it is indeed Olaf, but look at Zipnik, so smart. He takes the initial contact, has the information, backs away, does not want to risk his life. He knows there should be no way Olaf can win this if all 3 players work together. Olaf has made it his way in, and he spots one out. Can he get this kill? He needs it. He does find Device. An exit route is opened up towards the B bomb site. Might be able to get a plant. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Better be careful the health jumping down here. He does make it down to the low ground. 10 health, 15 seconds. Going to be putting the bomb down. That in itself is more than a win that I thought he would have. Now he needs to fight the last 2. He spotted at 1, so a bit of information gone his way. He has to stay close. That Glock, he needs the instant headshot. They're waiting for it. A little bit of a peek. Now backup has arrived, and this is going to be an almost impossible clutch, and especially with Sip alive, you've all seen what he can do. Dupree checking it, the other guy defusing in the back, and they're going to get the round. Astralis pick up the pistol here. The crowd did enjoy that, I believe.
Got him started on the right foot. A pistol round win for Astralis. FaZe now 0-3 on the day in pistols and on this map, but you do have to say props to Olaf getting the bomb down in a 3-on-1, finding a way to at least give his team the bonus money. Will make that 3rd round buy that's going to come in that much stronger. It all started here on the back foot, and Glaive with some magical plays.
Oh wow, and actually just as Magis went down, that was pretty much optimal timing. Good job all around. Sonic in the back line, obviously excited. Need more camera footage of him. Love it.
It's got to be an emotional day for him, playing, I think, for the first time in front of this home arena.
Yeah, absolutely is. Rain for the deagle shot. He had the perfect idea and almost gets the headshot. Astralis right now, especially with this new economy, I mean, you lose the second round here, then the T side is going to have a lot of money going their way suddenly. They have upgraded. They haven't just gone for the straight Glock round here. So some danger being presented by FaZe, even in the second round.
They learned their lesson in the last map as well. Not that they necessarily went full Glock, but I mean, you know, they started out 0-6 against Cloud9 and let far too much money build up. So you need to get some of these deagles on the board, especially, you know, with the softened up play. You don't get punished as hard by the economy with the changes. So take weapons away. Device is the first opportunity that will be presented, and he's all alone. This is unique for Astralis. Only one player at the point of contact, and if he has the wrong timing, it's all going to go wrong. And now he's got to fall away. There's the challenge from Rain. Device knows he's got to stand and fight. He's traded. That's not bad for FaZe.
It's a scary position to be in if you're on Device side there, losing the FAMAS a little bit early. Still 38 seconds. Nico holding the door. Maggie's right on the other side. If they all come out in front of him, he's got a pretty good shot, but the one thing that could ruin this play is Olofmeister maybe sneaking in from the other side. That's not going to happen. The flashbang to set it up. Maggie's going to get a great double. Almost with a pistol. He closes it out. And that will shut down the round. That was not easy to do. Now it's a 1-on-3, and Olof, he's going to fall. Astralis, they managed to hold on to it. That looked a little bit panicked for Maggie's. You can tell he was almost losing control there.
Yeah, when you don't get that second kill, when you transfer over and you don't find it, that's when you really start to get a bit worried. Right here, running out of bullets, and Guardian just around the edge of the wall, just couldn't get it done. Tough angle. Nice job from Magis. The aggressive positioning catches him off guard, 2-0. But here come the guns. Here's the AWP on Guardian. The plant helping out with the extra utility.
Yeah, this is the round that's really going to make the big difference. FaZe with a slow start in the last match. It can't happen again, and Guardian will take down Device, and that's a big beginning. dupreeh going to try and save that AWP and just run back. He's actually juggling both the weapons to make sure that if they get close, maybe he could do something. And remember, this is what we learned last time in Copenhagen, is that dupreeh is actually a very capable AWPer, and you don't want to underestimate him.
dupreeh is actually a baller with this AWP.
It gets a little bit crazy.
You got to be happy, Guardian, though, starting out well with a pick on a Device. Device probably one of the best performing AWPer that we've had this year. See what kind of a game he can put together, but early on, he's put on the back foot. Guardian still leading the way with his AWP, the way that very few AWPers can, and oh, dupreeh under the edge of the smoke. He's gonna go back for more. Molotov isn't gonna stop Nico, though. He comes right through and shuts it down before it can begin.
Yeah, bit of an all-in from Nico. Scary if anyone else would have been there standing on top of the fire, but he's just fine. 4 versus 3, and this is a great beginning of FaZe in this round if they can win it. And they've got the line up there. Glaive is going to get taken down. Excellent play from Rain, who was by far and away the star player in that last match against Cloud9. Even if they lost it, Rain went really far and above the Call of Duty to try and make that work. Molotov Rain's in, Sip standing on top of that. He's down to 27, and that should be it. He's going to get a headshot anyway, but all on Magus, and Kerrigan to shut him down. Great play with the SG 553, a double for him. And that's going to be FaZe early on, winning that third round. That's exciting.
That early pick from Guardian actually forces Astralis into some aggressive plays to try and equal out the player count. You can see dupreeh under the edge of the smoke. He does get it, but can't get away. Glaive to follow up, still sticks around and goes for a little bit more, forcing Astralis out of their comfort zone. And here's Kerrigan, a couple nice shots down the stretch. That's an easy cleanup, but then scopes in for the pixel shot. 2-1, still in the favor of Astralis. We do get a timeout.
Just a quick little timeout. We were discussing this a lot. I mean, Kerrigan buying the 553, he also buys the AUG, right? And
yes.
I haven't seen it fully justified yet, but it hasn't been completely crumbling. Like, he's got kills with it, right?
Yeah.
So it isn't, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind just yet. I don't know
No,
what
I think we're going to need a little bit more time to see it, especially, you know, across the board in the hands of other players as well.
Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, just getting some pauses as we get some server restoration and things figured out.
Get it all up and running. I swear I saw dupreeh picking up an MP5.
I think that's why they're restarting.
Yeah.
F1 bug.
Just
the auto buy, a little bit of a mistake in there.
It could well be. So FaZe winning the early round. I mean, one of the things that gave Cloud9 such an incredible lead over FaZe in the third round of matchups here, the round robin, was the fact that they won, what, 6 in a row, and they lost almost nobody doing it. So they had an incredible economy, and in FaZe, if nothing else, they know now, at this point they know, at least they've done some economic damage, at least they've put Astralis back on pistols. It's a big win.
We'll see how much they can build upon it. It would be nice for FaZe in such a dire situation. I mean, it'd be nice for both teams, really, to get some kind of a lead early on. Some kind of a nice, comfortable cushion to be able to figure it out, to be able to close this game out.
They were looking great on CT side, though, FaZe.
Yeah, they were.
You know, I think even a sort of you know, five rounds here in the first half, you still can't really roll them out. You gotta make sure, if you're from Astralis' point of view, you gotta make sure you keep them low and don't give them any windows back into this. I feel like a player like Nico as well, he wasn't having a great game, and
that was the surprising thing. He was actually very quiet.
Yeah, usually that doesn't happen too much, right? He's the sort of player that comes right back and does it all over again.
Well, we do get it figured out. Game has been restored and restarted. Freeze time coming to an end, but it's not going to be a nice, easy round for FaZe. There is investment from the Astralis side. CZ's, a Deagle, a Scout on device. So just enough toys to kind of put up a struggle.
Yeah, a lot of smokes being picked up as well. Maybe hoping to buy some time off the clock from FaZe. Sometimes you can force a couple of mistakes from a T side if they run out of time, or if they just execute low and they don't expect you to have another smoke available. That can definitely happen. FaZe not taking any risks at all right now.
No, Astralis is though, and why not in this kind of a buy? 4 players out towards long, hoping maybe just, if 2 players turn the corner, if they can just eliminate them very, very quickly and efficiently, pick up some of the weapons and see what it works with. But FaZe isn't falling forward at the moment. They're keeping their eyes out towards long, but only 2 players really probing forward. It's Nico and Guardian, and they are attached by the hip.
Yeah, really good cover. You know, have that machine gun or that rifle right next to the sniper. It's always a good idea in case you miss the shot. Someone can follow it up. So you like seeing that. Down to a minute, and they still have 2 smokes left on the Astralis side. Gonna need to be a lot lower on the clock before those start to become scary if you're on FaZe. You know, sub 20 seconds, and if they still have a smoke left, then we can start to talk about it.
This is super interesting, though, because Device is rotated back. Magisk and Dupree are falling back as well, and I think that's the tough part. Device just brought down so low. They can get flanked out still, both from bathrooms, the long flank that Glaive is coming in, but it's got to happen quickly. I don't think they can stop the plant, but they can certainly catch FaZe off guard in the right sequence of events. There's Kerrigan, but the return from Magisk.
That's a beautiful Deagle shot. Taking down Kerrigan, lining up Glaive. He almost has it. It's going to be Sip to steal it instead. And now the reload is in, but this is a little bit different. The bomb is planted. Nico taking down Glaive. It's looking good once again for FaZe. They've managed to stabilize just a little bit in this 2-on-3. They should be able to pull on through. Scary round, but Sip falls to Guardian. And Device, he just can't really find a way through. Still could maybe use the Scout in the upcoming round, so that was, that could have gone really badly for FaZe.
That was so close to turning in the favor of Astralis. Just one more bullet connecting, one more little bit of damage coming out, one more headshot inside the bomb site, because they had FaZe all corralled. It was just Kerrigan in bathrooms, and once he was taken down, 4 players, they don't have enough space between all of them. Device can get one right here at the end, and he does. He won't be able to salvage a weapon, but all the eliminations matter.
Definitely take a little bit more money away from that FaZe side. They really started to build it up, you can tell, and Astralis won't really be able to buy into this round. Maybe they can upgrade the pistol, that's fine, but there is a bit of a runway here for FaZe to really get off flying in this game.
Especially with that kind of a half investment from Astralis, because now they're put back. Now they have to delay a little bit longer. If they had kind of saved that money, they might be able to actually get into this round with some stronger weaponry, but instead, it's going to be back to just the USPs, maybe a couple upgraded into P250s, 1 flashbang on Glaive, and they're waiting for presence at Fountain. They're waiting to hear the footsteps, the utility usage, to catch a couple players off guard, and they're going to have the chance.
This is something that we sometimes see out of MIBR. They're a team that like to do this sort of thing. Fallen loves this strat. They're going to try and play for it. Magisk will get one, but it's a beautiful follow-up from Nico, and he's going to continue all the bullets here. Triple for him, and Rain will take down Device, so scary once again. I mean, Nico dropped very low to 10 health.
Nico is so composed. We often talk about just the straight skill that he has and the aim and everything like that, but his composure in kind of tense situations in these gunfights is very, very pleasant to watch. And they're all turning the corner. He even dodged the flashbang and was ready for it. Now they're just patiently waiting far back. They know Glaive's going to have to do something, and there's the spot, there's the kill. It's FaZe to take the lead.
Doing a good job. They're looking like a much more composed team. I mean, that might have been a bit of a wake-up call for them. And it's also nice if you're FaZe, right? I mean, even if it's a different opponent, you get to play the same map again. You feel like, you know, we're kind of warmed up. And what's really scary is the fact that Nico is 7-3 right now. He's that
ADR is pretty monstrous. It's a little bit padded.
Yeah, tiny bit, sure. But if you compare it to the last match, then
yeah, measurably better.
Absolutely. Weapons back in the hands of Astralis. AWP on Device. We'll see if they can put up a reasonable defense here against FaZe. Olaf is ready, and he's just going to smoke it off, run right through, but they're on the other side waiting for him. He can't see a single thing, and he's going to go down. Glaive with a nice kill. Magus getting the return on. Carrigan was ready and waiting. That grenade that's a risky grenade to throw.
That is a bit bold, but he's gonna get away with it. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Definitely wasn't worth the risk. Still though, things have calmed down. I think Astralis got that angle towards that sewer entrance well before Olaf was ready for it. Nico gonna grab an off angle, peering in towards that B bomb site. He does have the bomb, so he can't be too aggressive. Brain's gonna meet up with him, and even Guardian rotating back.
How close Dupree is for a potential flank. I mean,
it's just so much information being gathered.
Oh, Sip. Oh my god, I would have said that could have been a big mistake. If he had lost his life, then who knows? There's the flank from Dupree, and oh, grenade on his teammate? Yeah, gotta be careful about that. Didn't do that much damage.
He was next level. I think he was throwing it all the way over in case.
Just in case?
Maybe. Who knows? But Guardian, 37 seconds left on the clock. All he can really do is save this. 1 on 4, bring the op back. Your team has some cash to buy into the next round, so it'll be Astralis to find the equalizer. And that's a pretty clean win, only losing 1 player.
We see a lot of teams on this map put up that smoke to extinguish the Molotov, and then they either run through, and sometimes they get a fight, but sometimes they just get grenaded. I feel like extinguishing the Molotov and running through has now become pretty dangerous, all things considered. Of course, if you get the early timing, maybe it works out, but I'd still say that's a pretty big risk at the moment. Guardian, yeah, no one's going to catch him. 2 seconds left here, so he's going to save the AWP, but another round for Astralis.
The nice thing for Guardian, it's relative safety to save that weapon because Astralis was just getting back onto the feet, economically speaking, so he knows they don't have the cash to kind of risk those weapons. So we can feel pretty comfortable. 3-3. And here's that play from Glaive, getting close up, and Magisk as well with the dueling behind him, making sure he can't get wrapped upon or flanked. It's a well-coordinated push from Astralis. And as I said, I think they just beat the timing that Olaf was expecting.
Round number 7. I'm hearing some section of the audience here, Mose, are getting absolutely fired up. Yeah, they're really loving it, aren't they? Again, with everything on the line for both teams. No more mistakes, no slow beginnings here. They've got to make this work. And grouped up outside of the B bomb side. Look again how much Astralis know. Dupree in charge of getting all the information over on the other side. They know what's coming, and they're drawing device back. Execute into the site. Braid spray down and Sip. Almost with a triple. The follow-up from Magus. And shutting down Carrigan. And this is just a beautiful defense here. Astralis making it work. It's all on Guardian, and he falls right back into the open arms of Dupree. I think only now he realizes how boxed in he is. And surely he's not going to get away with the AWP this time. Guardian is feeling the pressure at the moment. Dupree, yeah, that was the one chance, I think. Dupree going to take him down. 4th round for Astralis. That was a great defense.
No, but if you're on FaZe and you're aware of the fact that flank from Dupree comes in so quick, if you're ever wondering why you encountered such a staunch defense at that B bomb site, you say Dupree had pushed up so far towards Fountain, you would know he had a jump on that flank. Great hold from Zip at the off angle, not blind whatsoever. And the follow-up from Magisk is perfect. Astralis take a lead, and they force FaZe back onto the pistol, so this is going to be a much nicer round for them.
It's very important that they do that, not least to build their own economy, which could absolutely use it. And again, Dupree, he's being incredibly aggressive over on this side. We haven't always seen that out of Astralis in the past on this map. They've been, you know, a little bit more measured. They're really feeling it at the moment. I think they must have heard by now almost, you know, nothing but pistols, so should be feeling a bit more safe.
I think part of it might be, I mean, this could be a counterplay from Astralis, you never know from practice. We saw them in that previous match on this map, not really running a whole lot of defaults. FaZe was staying very much clumped up together, so maybe the logic is get someone aggressive on some part of the map. And if you see one person, you're gonna see multiple. Glaive to shut it down.
No worry at all in that round. Nobody goes down. That does help the economy, and it's especially important when you've invested into the double AWP setup. So having a flawless round like that makes a big difference. It's really starting to get up there. What's 6,150 on Glaive after the buy?
This is a clean win. They're going to be sitting very nice for the later stages of this half. Device has the AWP. It's actually a double AWP setup for the defense. They pick up a second.
Yeah. It is a big investment, and if you end up losing both of them in a round, that's a lot of money right down the drain, but so far they've done an excellent job. 3 on the B bomb site, 2 pushed all the way over at long for a bit of a boost. Astralis hoping to catch somebody off guard. That's a hard angle to guess if you're peeking there. You're going to see the flower beds and think, well, but no one's there.
Well, they haven't messed with long a whole lot in this half so far. Rain and Guardian waiting at the entrance of bathrooms. Nico's starting to look out. He could get caught. Device. That is a pretty nasty angle to have to check. Sliding out now as they go. The coordination, that is well practiced. Not going to see anything. And they're going to give it up. But that just says Dupree, get aggressive. Go find something now. Unfortunately, he's pushing all the way around, which means he might miss this 4-man hit. Yeah,
this is very hard to calculate. Like, who's going to come out on top? It could be just a question of timing. If Dupree's there at the right time, then FaZe are in so much trouble. Device winning the first battle there against Guardian. The grenade right on top of Rain as well. And this is not good news. And Dupree sneaking on in. Easy kill for free. Taking one down. He does go a little bit too far. And Device will follow it up on Rain. I mean, just the all-out panic on the FaZe side. Once they lose that first guy in the back, they've got no idea what's going on. Yeah, and you also came into this round with not a lot of utility if you're FaZe, and that confusion. There's no way to set up to flash Device off the angle. Kerrigan's going to lead the way. Olaf is joined up with him. Up in Kerrigan's hands. He's also got the bomb. They're at least going to get it down, it looks. The rest of Astralis rotating over, a 2-on-4. Very hard to win this one. I mean, this happens 1 in 1,000 times. Kerrigan has to just take an angle. He knows that if they fall back and just wait, that it's not going to work out. They need to be just a tiny bit aggressive. Certainly in the right position, but Magus will take him down. And now all on all of 1 versus 4, and they're not even really slowing down. They're just going to charge him. It's a good round. Those early AWP kills for Device makes a huge difference. Absolutely does. Kerrigan trying to thin the herd before the retake fully comes in. He had to take a risk somewhere, and unfortunately doesn't work out for him. Astralis now started to pile on this lead. The plant is going to help, though, and actually FaZe can buy here again if they want to. But yeah, you're not going to win a whole lot of heads-up duels like that against Device just sliding out. You need a flashbang of some sort. Glaive is feeling it too. I hope you guys at home watching from all across the world, you are as well. The energy in this room is unbelievable. Quick exchange of grenades here leading into round number 10. We've got the Tech 9s out now. Again, a blast from the past. I mean, they're back, baby. We'll see what they've got. This is a tough task to set them up against perhaps one of the best defenses we've ever seen in Counter-Strike. Magisk with a peek. This forward position, I mean, that gives them almost everything they need. Very hard to break with if you're on the FaZe side with just the pistols. And they've been getting it on both sides of the map. Remember Dupree with his aggression out towards Fountain as well, and Astralis switching it up so there can never be a good read on it. There's the flashbang, a missed shot. His retreat is covered. No one pounces from door, but they are going to turn the angle. Opening kill and a follow-up from Rain. Wow, the timing is incredible. Coming out of the connector as well. Really good job now. Sip, long range here with the AK-47. He pushes past the smoke. He wants to get down and defend it. He's all alone. He needs to back up really quickly, and he's going to get run down. Great kill from Guardian, taking down Sip. And now Device and Dupree charging in. Device is just running and gunning, and they're going to get shot down. That was an incredible round win from FaZe. I have no idea how they did that. The timing was just perfect. It really was. Magisk has got to be frustrated peering through those sewers just as they cross. A tough shot for him to hit. Only one defender actually into the bomb site. And when he goes down, just that wide angle that's presented at the flank from Rain, well coordinated. All of a sudden, this crowd is sat down and quiet. Been there before. I have been there before. Guess you need to, rest your vocal cords a little bit. Could be a long day. You never know. 4 rounds of FaZe. I mean, I still think that's pretty good. I still think they're doing a really remarkable job here now. On the other side of the smoke, are they going to try and come through? Sip is so ready for it. Great double spray, taking down Olive as well. And he's going to fall back. That's a flawless play coming out here. And Kerrigan, no chance at all. On top of the Molotov. I think they wanted to cheat that. They wanted to try and see if they could... Usually you see that smoke, you think no one is going to be crazy enough to come through well. I mean, Zipnix is going to eat that flash all day long. He's more than happy to do that because you know what that indicates. It opens up the floodgates, and all he has to do is hold down the trigger in such a narrow choke point. Doesn't matter if he's blind or not. And FaZe just struggling to string rounds together now.
They had the 3 earlier, but once Astralis kind of set their feet with the economy, they looked great. Tough part about a play like that for FaZe as well is you have over a minute to play in a 2-on-5. That's too long to really save your weapons.
Yeah, it's a lot of time waiting around. Do you think because Dupree has been so aggressive on the other side of the map, they were thinking, you know what, if we go pretty fast at B, they're going to be really far away with the rotation?
Maybe, but I remember we also saw them play that B bomb site a lot against Cloud9.
Yeah.
They were really favoring it. Also have to remember, this is, as far as I know, Nico still calling for this FaZe team at this event.
They're going to save the weapons, and it doesn't really look like Astralis want to hunt all that much. Probably happy to get some more money. Yeah, they aren't that rich, so...
They have enough money to maybe send 2 on the chase, but that's really not enough when FaZe has been kind of entrenched in this, and I think they're going to be fine with it. We know Astralis... Remember, this is also a reset, so they're probably assuming even though the eco round was won, there was going to be some low economy on the FaZe side, so still have them at the breaking point. But FaZe did get a lot of free weapons in that last round, so we're going to get another buy out of them.
It's definitely looking better at the moment. 7-4. I think 11-4, then Astralis feel very comfortable with what's going on. 10-5? I don't know. I mean, I'd get worried. Just to remind you again, that CT side for FaZe in the last match did look pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty, wasn't it?
Nico. Out here, they have bought some more AKs. That UMP on Carrigan, I guess that's acceptable. Can make that work anyway. So it's a pretty good buy out of FaZe, all things considered. No aggression this time for Astralis. They're constantly switching up that defense.
Yep, and we're going to get a quick reset of the round. So this is not live. Players have called it off. No damage has been taken. So we will get a reset. False start on the offense.
Yeah, TeamSpeak crashing. That can happen.
It's classic.
It is a classic. I think the worst one we've ever had probably when a TeamSpeak license ran out in the middle of the tournament. That was a good time.
That was a good time.
So, restart, no problems at all. Crowd still loving it.
So yeah, every kill, it all matters. Get the crowd on their feet. This is turning out to be an interesting affair. I know the audience can see it, and hopefully at home, if you have all 3 streams up, NIP beating Cloud9 9-6, and Na'Vi beating MIBR 7-6. So his points are going to have there's a lot of close matches that are going to decide a lot.
Oh, I mean, NIP could end up in the finals if they win this game, right? Like, then they're very close.
Yeah, well, same with Na'Vi. I think everyone in the world's hoping that Na'Vi falls to MIBR. The reigning champions, but will not be given an opportunity to repeat.
So, everyone should be ready. TeamSpeak back online. Scoreline 7-4 in favor of Astralis, so still a lot can happen in this game. No, you said it, FaZe favoring that B bomb side a lot, and Astralis kind of seem to be aware of it. Got some good defense going on down there. Maybe it's time to switch it up. I haven't really seen FaZe try and take long that much. Maybe 1 or 2 people every once in a while, but...
Yeah, they haven't put a whole lot of pressure there, which I think does give Astralis a lot of flexibility on this defense. I mean, at some point, though, I wonder if it's almost like Astralis is going to say, they'll go there eventually. Maybe we do just need to start putting a player or 2 there, but it is kind of a mind game at the moment, and a pretty unexplored territory for FaZe. Especially considering the other options seemingly have been pop flash through a smoke in Monster.
Always a risk, always scary. Olof and Charger holding on to the B-bomb side, making sure nobody pushes out. And the round is live here, 12th. That's already Guardian down. Double grenaded, I believe, from Dupree and Glaive. What, was it triple? What a way to go.
It might have been, unless he just didn't have the armor, but he saved that weapon. So yeah, he had to have armor, and that's right back towards that alt perch at the top of those early stairs. So maybe blocked off by a Molotov so he couldn't pass, and when it does clear, you throw the triple nades. Astralis pulling all the aces out of their sleeves.
We've seen in the past, they have a lot of those kinds of setups. They've sort of revolutionized the game a little bit in that sense. And
the follow-up is what's the best part about it, because Astralis, everyone just falls back deep into the bomb sites on defense, presenting no opportunities to get a quick equalizer.
Think of the frustration as well if you're on the FaZe side. This wasn't even part of the plan. That's just a default part of the map that you're supposed to get more or less for free, and then you lose one of your key players. Nico has picked up the AWP instead. 45 seconds on the clock. It's made FaZe very slow, just that early loss.
And just the respect you have to give. There could still be aggression. It just chews up time. 35 seconds left and the first smoke comes out, and I think that's actually a missed smoke. That's actually, I'm not even sure what that'd be used for. That's pretty ugly.
They're in trouble right now, and once again, Dupree with the shenanigans, flanking the team. 24 seconds. Nico gonna take down Device, but Dupree, he's so ready. That's the bomb as well. They need time to go back and pick it up. Mid-air headshot. Oh my God, Dupree! One more kill, taking down all of Meister. That flag was absolutely flawless. And the first guy going down is the bomb carrier as well.
He would have held his trigger if that wasn't the bomb carrier, but he knew he could at least take the bomb, eat more time off the clock if they had to chase him down. Beautiful play. And this goes back to the fact that we just talked about FaZe not putting bodies out towards long on their offensive side. Dupree has been taking liberties here this entire half, and it's going to continue to tear FaZe up.
Great stuff. Shout out to Serbi Esports, one of the high schools that I guess that would be the English word for it, but yeah, one of the Counter-Strike schools that exist in Denmark.
Oh,
got a couple of those Moses around there.
Professor Anders.
Yeah, indeed. Device. Oh, he's getting run down. The grenade did a tiny bit, but that's a great win for FaZe right now. A much-needed one.
You still need to be aggressive, though. Oh, this would be beautiful. Is Nico going to be given one? Magisk, he's coming up the stairs. He's not looking. It's happening again. Last time with Tech-9s, this time with Deagles and Glocks. Two-man advantage for FaZe, and they've picked up an AWP. Dupree, that aggression up next, and even he's going to get caught. Now he's got to fight on a retreat. He's not trading him. He's pulling him back into this. Guardian finally ends it.
So close to bringing it back all on his own. Dupree is just a great player in this arena. Was last year as well, and this time, a double kill, almost a triple, could have worked out. 50 seconds on the clock now. It's Glaive and Sip. Anytime you see Sip still on the scoreboard when you're in this kind of scenario, you know that could end very badly for your team.
It keeps you real uncomfortable. So Kerrigan is just going to pause. He's going to wait in bathrooms, and he's going to watch this flank. Eventually, he will have to help them get into the bomb site because Glaive is in... Oh, he's in such a nightmare position. That's not going to get cleared out. Glaive can turn so easily. Kerrigan, is he going to check it all the way? He does, but he can't win the fight. Xyp9x is here as well. An immediate trade, but here we go.
20 seconds. Bomb will be planted. Sip crouching almost into the AWP. Shot tries for the one tap, not quite connecting. That was very, very close, and now they're just going to slow it down. He does have a Molotov. All of us ready. Instant headshot. He saw that. He lined it up. But the reposition here for Guardian. There's no smoke right now on Sip. How do you get this defuse in? You need to fight long range. This is almost impossible. He tabs the bomb once. He has no idea where that sniper is. And he's running out of time very quickly. Now goes back to the bomb again. Guardian on the other side. Sip, he needs one headshot, but it's not happening. Guardian with the triple, taking him down, and FaZe with a much-needed 5th round. Well played in that. I mean, that is a stolen round if I've ever seen one.
It really is, and that's 2 that they've had in this half. Remember, they actually haven't won a whole lot of full buys against Astralis' defense. They've won that one now, stealing some weapons away as they go. And previously, as we said, with the Tech-9s and CZs, but that's great from Guardian once he picks up this AWP, and Xyp9x, a testament to how good he is in these situations, almost makes it work.
Yeah, that was very, very close. And I mean, Glaive, he almost made it around the corner as well after his first kill. Kerrigan on the other side, the long-lost Danish son.
I was going to say, I don't think the crowd is with that, Dane.
They should be, Moses.
They should be in a better place. The world is a better place.
Yeah. Kerrigan has done a little bit for Counter-Strike over the years, you could say.
Yeah, a little bit for Danish, yes, in particular. He's got this core on the right foot.
Yeah.
8-5 in the favor of Astralis.
Round number 14, nearing the end of the half. And the economy is still pretty good for both teams. Let's see how this works out now. Could be a return here for FaZe. That's a nice shot. He wanted to follow it up. I think he knew he got the headshot dink there, but
yeah, exactly.
It's an even trade.
The overextension caused by the fact that he really wanted to clean up that kill. Can't necessarily fault him. It's hard to stop yourself in that kind of a scenario. Does bring us into a 4-on-4, going to spread the defense a little bit more thin, but again, Magisk getting aggressive, and this seems to be a game plan. They love getting aggressive. He does clear the spot that killed him last time, and he's on the edge. I don't know, Kerrigan might have actually spotted him. He got pretty close to being visible.
That was 1 pixel away, I think. That's about as close as you can get. If he'd stood up, if he'd stopped crouching, he would have been in line of him, but now Does he hear them wall back? I'm not sure. This is actually a great position for Magisk now. Device and sit down on B.
And it's allowing Glaive to play deep into the A bomb, so he doesn't have to get aggressive because Magisk, he can gather information in that now. He's going to start pushing up for the flank. Even Glaive still sticking around at A, just wants that long-range tell of what's coming. 40 seconds on the clock, and FaZe, it seems like they've made their decision, but what they're doing is allowing time for Nico to apply pressure to A. He wants to get seen by Glaive. He wants to get into a fight, definitely wants to be able to get a kill, pull one more defender away from that B bomb site just to make it easier, and there it is. Glaive spotted him out. What's the reaction? Device falling back. Xytnos is rotating over. This fake is working perfectly, but now they have to go. Olaf has to lead the way in already.
The B bomb site is evacuated. There is no defense there. With 14 seconds, they're going to run right in and put the bomb down. This can still work out for FaZe. This is an incredible strategy being pulled by them, even if they lost Nico on the other side. And now they realize on the Danish side, they know they've been tricked, and Guardian will take down Glaive. That's a big first kill there. 3 on 3. The retake is absolutely on. Meg is going to peek in. Instant kill, taking down Carrigan. And just 2 left on the FaZe side. They need this round desperately. They must have it. Guardian, he's ready for the L-bend. But there's more coming in from the other side. Guardian is down and out. All of the last one left, and he dies. Device will take it out. A great retake, but I can't believe it. They got completely tricked.
Yeah, bamboozled, I believe, is the word. If Nico had gotten a kill there, that might have sealed it, but it's just awkward. They do get into that bomb site, but Astralis got back in time to keep them from getting comfortable in the post-plant positions. And there's just nowhere for FaZe to go.
Even this kill, I think FaZe might just be like, that's fine, you know. Most of the time, even at 4 versus 3 is still looking pretty good for them.
Well, we are going to get a timeout here to talk over for the last round of the half. You mentioned FaZe got to 5 rounds. It would still make you feel uncomfortable going into the second half. They have a chance to be at 6.
Yeah.
They're going to have some weaponry to do it with. Guardian is going to have the AWP. Around that, it gets pretty sketchy, but 1 AK-47 on Nico. Plenty of utility to use. Gonna be a tall task, but it's doable.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, this is gonna be a tough battle, I think. That pistol round in the second half will decide a lot, but not really everything. Now that the economy has changed so much, you can still have a pretty good run of it, even if you lose the pistol, so kind of ideally suited for a best-of-1 format. 9-5, 15th round, the last of the half coming up now. And Astralis, they've done a good job, but they haven't put FaZe away. Still here and fighting. Again, Dupree with the aggression. This is so relentless.
It's one thing that FaZe hasn't solved, is how to force this away, how to not take damage from it. It's a little bit slower. That's a weird jump peak. Neither are expecting that entirely. They both tag each other down to 20. It's a stalemate between the snipers. But look at this off angle.
Coming up the stairs, Rain with a pistol. Glaive on the other side, a little bit worried. Gonna follow up with a grenade and does chase them back, and Guardian finally dies. Dupree with a good follow-up, and they give up on this side of the map. I mean, if you do that, there's no, you have to go B, and you have to do it quickly, and that's what they're doing, flashing their way in, but Sip, he's still gonna win the fight. And still alive, May gets to take down Nico, and this is a beautiful defense. Astralis, they figured out how to hold this B bomb site just fine. And Sib wants the last kill. It's going to be Dupree instead with a headshot. 10-5 in favor of Astralis at the end of the half. And the crowd is loving it.
Giving themselves a pretty solid lead, but not out of the danger just yet. I actually think that was a great call from FaZe. I think they actually had the advantage in the eventual hit, but just didn't have the weaponry to win it. This fight, Olafmeister, he got the jump on Sipnix. He had about 10 bullets for that Tech 9. Not great at that range. So, in a must-win game, Astralis with a pretty narrow lead, especially if you factor in the pistol round, that can swing very quick. And here we go, a chance for FaZe to get started on the defensive side. They have not won a pistol round today, 0 for 3. None bigger than this one. Rain gonna get aggressive, but fall away quickly. Device with an early duel to Olafmeister. They're peeking through Monster, and actually, this is pretty bold. Great tap. Walks right into the P250. All the meanwhile, the brunt force of Astralis is coming long, and they haven't spotted it yet.
What an outrageous kill to begin a round with, and Rain, he's calling in the backup. He knows they're coming from every angle. He's gonna go and fight, and that's a beautiful shot, taking down Megis. He wants more Glaive, sneaking in and dropping him. And now Carrigan needs backup, and he needs it badly. Still more than a minute left. Astralis can do whatever they want. They can just fall back. And now that FaZe are down to 3 minutes, it's not going to be easy.
They control the entire map, especially with Zipnik's dueling out towards long A. He does get taken down, but he's delayed this. It's only Nico trying to beat the smoke, and it's not going to work. Device, he's getting aggressive. One more, and it's Glaive who pushes up with him. There's never just one Astralis player, and it should be the pistol round for them.
It definitely should be. If they can hide, how is Guardian going to try and defuse this bomb? He's got the kit, no smokes to force them out. This is very, very tricky. He has to be a little bit quick about it too, edging his way in. He doesn't even know really where they are. The jump to try and get the information, and they're going to double peek and Glaive to take him down. Astralis pick up the pistol. Those P250 kills for Device were out of this world. That first one is just so grotesque.
Yes. I mean, FaZe even, the interesting thing is FaZe had a chance to back away from this aggression. Olaf was already tagged up. They'd spotted that earlier, and it was apparent that FaZe wanted to do it. And they still went in afterwards. This one's great. Glaive and Device both pushing up together. Glaive helping Device secure an advanced position and even getting a kill for it and just closing out the round. 11-5, one more timeout. FaZe decide how they want to exactly tackle this situation.
Is that a Nova shotgun I'm seeing, Moses?
It is indeed. There's no scope on that weapon, which is a bit weird for Kerrigan.
Yeah, no scope, just up close and personal. I don't know what to say. He's aiming for the Weaponry Diversity Award. Do we have a medal for that?
We can make one.
We should make one.
Yeah, we will.
17th round, counting down. Remember, everything is on the line here. Both teams need the points. They don't just need a draw or a tie. They need the win. They need all 3 points to continue to have a chance of making it into the top 2 in that grand finals. Good grenade. Closing out Glaive a little bit. Dupree. We've seen people do that shot before. It's not easy.
Kerrigan's by the stairs with that shotgun, but Astralis knows on a round like this, if there is going to be an investment, a shotgun is a pretty decent weapon to have in this scenario. Just want to avoid the area altogether. That weapon is not going to be too effective on a flank. You're going to have to make a lot of noise to get close enough. We'll see if he can jump the gun. There is a player stopping to watch it. There's Device, the opening kill. That just builds upon that, and Device isn't going to allow it. But here's Rain, 2 more kills, and Nico to add in, and suddenly, how is this turned around? Device to Dupree at low HP, it's a 1-on-2.
Look how low they are with a deagle. One shot on either player could pretty much seal it. Nico close at it, he sees it, gonna get the kill. Does he realize he doesn't know? Oh my God! Nico, a beautiful triple, shutting it down, winning the 1 versus 2. That is incredibly unlikely. How did they turn it around?
It all happened so fast. Rain was in there with the quickness with a couple of crucial kills, but this is a great 1-on-2 under the smoke. Dupree wasn't even aware it was fading, and poor Device doesn't have the HP, had to be an instant kill.
Wow. A look at Kerrigan, he is loving it.
Oh, getting some boos as well. Fair play.
Yeah, they've kind of walked into the lion's den in that sense. You knew what was happening, you knew it was going to happen as well. Guardian early with the scout, but unable to connect. But, I mean, in terms of the overall status of the match, this is going to give so much breathing space to FaZe. Like, suddenly, this game is wide open.
They're off the ropes with that victory. Get a little bit more to play with. Remember in the first half as well, they did win 2 of those pistol force buys.
Yeah.
Would be nice for Astralis to be able to get 1 just to try and kind of even out the odds. Spread out across the map as well, giving these 3 Deagles, Device, Dupree, and Magisk each with 1, a chance to connect with a shot, and that's exactly what happens.
It's a very, very narrow angle to be holding.
It's like he did it on command.
Yeah, he just lined it up in his mind. He knew it was going to happen. Love the 1Ds. So deep breath from FaZe. Don't want to give this one away now. You've built yourself a way back into the game. If you lose this round, it's kind of unforgivable. Nico down on the bomb site. A little bit of noise being made here, and it's kind of keeping 3 people from FaZe on this side, although Nico with a good job. He's getting flanked, and Dupree will take him down. Oh my God! Dupree to take down Olofmeister. There's a bit of a return here from Kerrigan, which they really needed. The bomb is going to go down 2-on-3, and Rain, how does he get out from the sniper spot? There's a guy holding right underneath. He gets the kill on Sip, that's good, but Device is ready for him. He's going to be airborne when he makes his way over the railing, and that's very hard to deal with. And Device setting up for the 1D headshot. A little bit scary now. He could get maybe out position. Carrigan coming in with a big kill. No mid-air shot for Dupree. You could see he tried it. And now it's a 1-on-2. One more chance. He's not hitting it any longer. And now the defuse is happening. The flashbangs as well. And it's with a kit as well. He can't get back in time. FaZe, they managed to close it out very, very close. But that was scary.
That was not ideal. You can see almost sighs, not even celebrations this time from FaZe. That is a nice flashbang Carrigan throws out. He knows Dupree's in a battle, knows he doesn't have the chance to turn from that flashbang, and it secures the defuse. They took some heavy losses. That's going to eat into the economy. That's going to have to drop some weaponry over if FaMAS is on the board. Good chance for Astralis to deliver a pretty big blow here if they can win this round. No AWP to challenge against Guardian, though.
It's a huge victory for them. If Guardian gets just one opening kill, they can fall back, they can relax. They don't have to really contend or contest too much of the map. So it looks like Astralis, actually, they're sneaking into B, but they don't have the bomb even picked up. This is incredible. Right close range. Dupree gonna get the opening, and now the bomb has been picked up. It's making its way here. Nico, one big kill, but the defense, it falls. Nico is out of the round, and Carrigan jumping straight down. He's got no fear at all with the FaMAS. And they're going to be right around the corner. Carrigan, can he get the sneak in? I don't think they know that he's here. The defuse, the plant is going to go through. Glaive able to pick it up on Carrigan, and now it's just Rain and Guardian left. Rain is going to be falling. Guardian, he can't do it. He has to fall back. They snuck through the monster tunnel with nobody watching them.
I was going to say, a very curious miscommunication by two extremely good players, Nico and Olaf. No one watching for that kind of a play through monster tunnel. They get very, very close, and the pop flash is no indication because there's no time to react to it. They're already turning the corner by the time the information got to Nico and Olaf. He's a free kill, and even Guardian not going to save this off. They're going to take everything away from FaZe. The no-scope is in. Zipnix is next. That's 12 now for Astralis, and that is a back-breaking round for FaZe.
Yeah, they fought very hard to get back to 7 rounds here. They pretty much had Astralis at an economic edge. They could have made their way really far back in the game, but now the gap has widened a little bit. 5-round lead here for the Danish team. It's going to be a real uphill struggle now for FaZe, and Astralis look like they're perfectly ready to play this T side on overpass. Not scared at all.
Good bounce back. Just mentioned they had lost this map 3 times in a row.
Used to be maybe one of their best at one point, although many other maps have been that.
I was gonna say they have a lot of best maps, don't they?
Yeah. No Tech-9s this time. They aren't getting the side effect. Makes me sad.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Nico's gonna have the Deagle. And you have to look back to just a couple rounds ago, the damage that Astralis did in a losing effort. You know, some of those 1Ds coming out, Dupree obviously great, Device with an opening pick on the Guardian, just taking so much money that causes them 1 loss, and FaZe can no longer fight. And at such a junction in the game, that's really tough to deal with.
Yeah, mentally, gotta recover from that, put it behind you, just keep on doing it. A lot of smokes here on the CT side I'm noticing, so they've got armor as well. This is not a round that Astralis can just waltz through. They really need to keep the focus up here. If they lose one more round to just pistols for FaZe, that's going to really start to be annoying.
Device is in some trouble here. This is a pretty good crossfire. Oh, Rain, he just turns. The timing isn't with him. Carrigan needs a pounce, and he does. Perfect timing. Guardian gets away. They can salvage 1 gun. It's not over yet, but it's going to be a fast adjustment for Astralis over towards this B-bomb site.
Yeah, they want to go for it. They figured there must have been more people there. Spray right through the smoke on Olaf. He was already weak, and now he's down with the early kill. Oh my god, Nico, he just keeps doing it. This Deagle is absolutely on point, but he can't follow up. Magisk able to get the flank in. They got that one AK-47. Carrigan sneaking his way in, tapping and not connecting. Bomb not planted yet. They're just going to fight it out, and he is trapped. No escape from that one. Glaive to drop him. Another round for Astralis, 13-7 now. Starting to look very good.
Did get a bit sketchy that round, though. A nice recovery, a very quick call to just take that B-bomb site. 3 players had been spotted out in bathroom, so it's an easy decision for them to make. Glaive does a great job this round. He's just spamming through smoke for most of it, but he's causing such a distraction. Nico has that great shot, but there's no chance to follow it up because he doesn't know if someone's coming through. He's taking damage as well. He has to give it a little bit of honesty, and You want to see something depressing, look up at that firepower meter. It's all in the favor of Astralis. FaZe, just not enough economy to bring into this round. They're going to let Astralis creep ever closer to map point.
Let's see if it happens. Or right now, all USPs. They ate a grenade early on. They're trying to push it out. I don't really blame them for trying this. I mean, you've got to do something here. Easy follow-up. Nice transfer with the spray. And that is going to be a round number 14 now for Astralis. They are doing a remarkable job, even if all the pressure that's been put on them here for FaZe. Astralis just do not back down. And you can tell on that 4-buy meter on top of the players, they're well in the 4-buy zone, whereas FaZe, they've only just got in there. And once you fall below that 4-buy zone range, you know, you're back on pistol, it's not looking good, and even Astralis can get some luxuries here if they want. They could get the AWP, which they've elected not to. FaZe, this might be one of their last rifle rounds here. Yeah, but they've been in this position before. They've been at this massive deficit just in the last map and were able to claw it back. Not a great start, as I say that, as Olof fluffs a flashbang into the wall, but here could be a good kill, and it's an instant dink. The cleanup is good as well. Smoke is out for the delay. Astralis is slowed down through the loss of manpower, but that's actually a pretty sneaky position. He could have done something there. Olof was very close to the edge. He didn't want to stick around, but it kind of looked like maybe he could have just snuck in the corner and they would have forgot about him. See if he could do it. He's been the source of quite a lot of openings in this game. He's trying to sneak on in. Nico on the right-hand side. He's going to get shot down. Olof tries to follow up, and he will. That's a very good job. Solid double defense here for Olof. Dupree even read the play, just couldn't get there in time. Zipnik's great damage dealt. He comes out very much on top of that exchange. The bomb is still very far back. So Zipnik's is going to head towards T-spawn to pick that up. Let someone else take the mantle of aggression. Low percentage spam from both players. Oh, Glaive, it looked like he wanted to run through. I was getting really worried then. 4-on-3, favoring FaZe. They're so far behind. I mean, there are no more mistakes to be given up from them here. They've got everything they need to win this round. This is a distraction. Yeah, this is just a very basic fake. Just smoke, utility nade. It's not going to pull any of the rotations. No, they're not buying it. Still 2 men here at the A-bomb side. More should be rotating in. Deep Molotov, and that actually kind of leaves Rain a little bit alone here by the truck. He's still going to win the fight. Big kill for Rain and tries for the follow-up. Device is going to win it somehow. Now 2-on-3 with 5 seconds, and they're going to get the bomb plant down. Device, instant kill on Olof. He was already weak from the earlier fight. This 2-on-2. FaZe, everything on the line, maybe for them the whole tournament. Carrigan on the other side, shot down. Sip somehow winning the fight, and now Guardian with the AWP, a miss, and he's gonna go down. He pulls out the pistol instead. He knows they're low, jumping in and making a little noise. Oh, that's an incredible kill, and now he's trying to run it down. Can he get the kill? No, Sip taking him down instead. Alive on just 13 health. That's 15 rounds for Astralis, and at match point. With such low HP as well, stands his ground. A little bit of a sidestep for Zipnik's, and Guardian doesn't have the lineup. He did so much, but Device with a great performance, shutting down this rotation. Oh, that's through the wall. Poor Olof. Didn't even get a chance to go for it. And the AWP, unfortunately, in that scenario, doesn't matter what the HP is. 15-7, and Astralis has 8 chances to put away FaZe. And that is pretty much the recap here. If you're joining us on the C stream, that a big welcome. 15-7, Astralis 1 round away from marching on with 3 points, which is so critical here at the group stage. They are very near the bottom in terms of points. They must win this round, and FaZe, they're going to be in trouble if they lose this one. I think if they lose this, they're going to end up being out. Yeah. Which is the scary thing. Magisk, ready for that. Forces Kerrigan out into the open. The Molotov is perfect. He's got low HP though. I don't think we'll see him be aggressive towards stairs. Just throws out the nade. Astralis still spread across the map. They can go anywhere. They control everything at the moment. 23rd round here. See how it plays out. Losing that man early on. The 2 max 7s that they had. Very sketchy. Oh. That's a beautiful shot though. Rain to take down Magisk. He's alone here. I mean, there's no backup at the moment. They've snuck into the A-bomb side though. Somehow Astralis have just cleared a path all throughout long. They've taken everything away from FaZe here. This is going to be I mean, this is a 1 in 100 retake for FaZe. How do you get back into this round?
The only chance was Guardian reading that play and heading out towards long to try and stop the bomb, but there's no way he could have known that was going to happen. Now I think this retake, they have one kit on Rain. This is going to be so tough. They do not have the weapons to get into this bomb site.
But there's Device taking down Nico now, a 4 and 3. The bomb is already planted. They don't have the time. Device with one more kill. Guardian and Olofmeister, can they get back into it? They get flanked as well. And all of the last one left, 1 versus 4, and trying to hunt it down. Not gonna work out. 16-7. The Astralis keep the dream alive.